Hello and welcome to Check It Out with Rich. Why am I hanging out in my bathroom again? Our toilet, it every now and then we get a little bit of water on the floor. And one time was when we had our grandkid with us, so we figured he was missing a hole. And the last time we went camping, we had a pretty big puddle right in the front of the toilet. So the water connection in the back, I did have a little drop of water coming off of it, but I don't think it was enough to create that puddle. I was in here previously and didn't notice it. So I'm thinking maybe the seal's bad. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead, yank the toilet off, and then we're going to change the seal. Okay, now this is a Dometic 320, and these are known for leaking. This is a plastic base with a porcelain top, and the seam in between there has been known to leak. We've actually changed this out because it was leaking. So what I'm going to do is when I yank this up, out, I'm going to tighten it up just in case any of the screws vibrated loose. And when we did notice the puddle on the floor, I did take some paper towel and I wiped it around the toilet. So it's definitely not coming from the seam in between the plastic and the porcelain. Okay, the tools you're going to need a 7/16 wrench. You're going to need a screwdriver, preferably flat tip. You may need a pair of channel locks to loosen up the water supply line on the back. Some disposable gloves if you don't like getting dirty, and some paper towels. And then I got two different seals here. I couldn't remember which one it was. This is for a 3-inch, this is for a 4-inch. We'll see what it is, and then I will put the link in the description. Once again, this is a Dometic 320 toilet. Okay, I also bought these silicone washers off of Amazon, and these are for your hookup for where your water comes in at. We're going to change, I actually already changed it. I'm going to show you what come out. Okay, this is the washer that was in there. I don't know how well you can see it, but just for safety reasons, I changed it out. And these were relatively cheap. I'm going to try it out for a while just on here and see how it works. And I have plenty in here for the rest of the fittings in the camper. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to turn your pump off to the for the water. If you want, you can go outside to your low point drain and open up your cold, and that'll drain out some water so you don't get as much mess in here. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to take the camera down here and show you what I'm doing. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're just going to put a little bit of paper towel in here just in case there's any water. And then you may need channel locks for this. Sometimes they're pretty tight, but I was able to get it. And this is your supply line. And this is cold water, naturally. So we got that off. No water come out. You can see the red washer I have in there. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our screwdriver, pop that cap off, put that off to the side so it's out of the way, and then we're going to take our 7/16 wrench and loosen up this nut. Okay, we're going to put this off to the side so it's out of the way. Okay, next I'm going to get the other side and then we'll yank the toilet off. Okay, we got the toilet all unbolted. What you're going to do is you're going to lift straight up. Now, while you're lifting straight up, what's your water line in the back? You don't want to catch that and rip that out or anything. So, all right, Becky's getting ready to pull her shirt up. So, I don't think it's going to stink that bad. Do you know why? Because we use liquefied. If you don't use it, this is a great product. Another one of their products I like is their toilet bowl cleaner. This stuff is fantastic. There's no harmful chemicals in here that's going to mess up the breakdown of your solid waste inside the tank. But this stuff works very good. All right, so I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to watch the supply line. And then we're going to turn it upside down here. Okay, if you don't like the nasty, close your eyes. Okay, now's the time for some gloves. Okay, so it is this seal, so I will put this in the description. And what's nice about this kit, it also comes with your bolt kit, your flange bolts, and new caps. So if you just want to change them out, go right ahead. Let me get my gloves on and I'll show you how these bolts come out. Okay, these bolts are very easy. They just slide right out, and they'll go in and they lock in so they don't spin. So when you're taking the nut off, it's not spinning on you. Okay, so all we're going to do, we're going to pull that off, and we're going to toss that right in the garbage. We're going to take some paper towel and clean up this guck, and we're going to put the new one on. And that is it. Okay, now I was saying about this toilet leaking. Now here's your seam where it's been leaking at. There's 4 bolts down in here that you're going to need a pretty long extension to get to. I'm actually going to tighten that up. I'm not going to get it on film because I got to go out and get everything. But yeah, there's 4 bolts here. Don't crank them down super tight. Just snug them up. There could be a little bit of play in it from bouncing down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and get them tightened up now, and then we'll come back and we'll set the toilet. Okay, Becky talked me into getting this on video, but all you need is a few extensions. I'm just using a screwdriver that I can put the extensions in, and it's a 1/4 inch driver you'll need, that's what these extensions are. So we're just going to go down and just give it. That was a little looser than I thought it would be. That's a good one there. That's good. All right, now when I installed this toilet, because I knew what the problem was, I tightened these up. And from the factory, I got quite a few turns on each one of the screws. So if you ever do get a new one, make sure you check these screws out. Okay, next thing we're going to do, we're going to set the toilet. So we're going to spin it around here. If you want, you can go ahead and tape your lid down so it's not bouncing around on you. But I feel pretty confident that I'm not going to drop it or break it or anything. So watch me drop it or break it.
I was going to say you just jinxed it.
I know. All right, so let's get this upright.
The water's coming out.
Sorry. And then the hard part is lining up the bolts. Okay, I'm good on this side.
You're good on that side.
Okay, next thing we want to do is go ahead and throw our washer on and the bolt. The nut. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to snug this for right now. And then we'll get the other side on. Okay, I got the nuts down, hand tightened. So now what you want to do is you want to go down with your wrench and tighten up each side. Tighten this up a little bit, then come over to the other side. You don't want to crank one side down at a time. Just try to keep it even going down. So I'm going to get that done, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so next thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and hook up your supply line with the new cone washer. If you have the hand strength, you can go ahead and just tighten it by hand. If you don't, you can use the channel locks, but be very careful. That nut is just plastic, and the threads are tapered. So as you go on, you could quite possibly crack that nut, and then you're into a lot more work. So if you have the hand strength, just go ahead and tighten it down with your hand. Once you get it that tight, you should be good. If you don't, just give a little snug with the channel locks and you'll be good. Just don't go too much. Okay, next thing you want to do, you want to turn your water pump on. Don't forget to close your low point drain if you open that up. Turn your water pump on, check for leaks, and go ahead and flush it a few times. Make sure you don't have no water coming out from underneath the toilet. Don't forget to put your caps on. I'm going to put the new ones on that came with the kit, so it'll be nice and shiny new. All right, so that's it. You can see that is a very easy job. As long as you can get down here on the floor to do all this, absolutely anybody can do this job. I will put the links for the parts I used in the description. I will also put a link for Liquefied, and I have a discount code, and it's CIOWR15. And that'll give you 15% off anything you buy on a Liquefied site. Okay, so what do you think, Beck? Let's go camping.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so once again, thanks for checking it out. We'll see y'all next time. Bye. Becky's getting ready to pull her shirt up. So I don't think it's going to stink that bad. Do you know why?
Because we just had our tanks cleaned and we use liquefied. Should I say that again? Just say liquefied.
Hold on. Because we use liquefied.